Hi, I'm Kelsey Joswack, and this is Jeremy Olson, and today we're going to talk to you about flea control.
Today our topic is the insidious flea, a horrible pest that's been the bane of mankind since the dawn of time. There's no doubt there were cavemen shaking out their saber-toothed skins trying to get rid of this horrible pest. Fleas were also the cause of the bubonic plague, the Black Death, in Europe and Asia in the 14th century, which killed about a third of the population. How is that for a global pandemic? So the great military philosopher Sun Tzu said that if you know your enemy and you know yourself, you need not fear 100 battles. So today we're going to teach you a little bit about the enemy, and we're going to give you some instruction on how to deal with them. So the flea, the most important thing to remember is that with a flea infestation, only 5% of the population is an active biting adult. The other 95% out there is just lying in wait in the form of eggs and larvae and pupa, and they're just going to keep on coming. So we need to deal with them effectively. So an adult flea feeds exclusively on blood, and as soon as it feeds, it starts shedding eggs. And these eggs are slick, they're slippery, they're designed to scatter. So everywhere an infected person or animal goes, eggs are flying off in all directions. The eggs become a larva, which in turn becomes a pupa. And the pupa can lay dormant for a long time, just waiting for the conditions to be right to spring forth and cause a new further infestation. So when we're treating them, we have to remember their life cycle, and we have to effectively deal with the majority of the population, which are the eggs and larvae, before the problem can be eradicated. So today we're going to talk about some particular treatments, how to treat pets and your animals, how to treat your inside your house, and then we're going to talk about treating outdoors out in the yard.
First, I'm going to talk about animals. If Springer here would stop sleeping, he said it's pretty early this morning. So we have different types of treatments that you can do. One of the main ones is topical treatments. We have a wide variety that we carry in the store. These treatments, what you do is you would use the little packets that are inside of them and place them in between the shoulders on the animal. It's key to make sure you don't go too high on the neck or on the head and not too far on the back. And it's also key, especially on long-haired breeds, that you want to get down to the skin. That way you get a better control of the fleas that are currently on the animal. Most of these brands come in either 3 or 4 month treatments that you apply just once a month. We also have collars that are available. Come here. We also have collars that are available. We have Seresto, and then we also have Adams flea and tick collars for the more price-conscious consumer. Right on cue, aren't you? Scratching. We also have stuff for when the biting and scratching as well to help alleviate any of that on the animal as well. We also have pills. We have Capsule Plus as a 6-month dose. Part of the pill works right away and will get rid of all the adult fleas then, while also having an active ingredient that controls for the entire month. We also have a wide variety of shampoos and sprays. Most shampoos you want to use, you start at the shoulders and go back, and make sure you get the legs and the neck and the belly as well. Make sure you don't get the product in the animal's eyes because it'll burn. Also as well, we have sprays. It's also very important when you use a spray to spray against the natural direction of the hair. That way the product can get to the skin. It is also very important not to completely saturate the animal in order to make sure you're not overdoing it and just using too much product as well. You want to make sure you get it in there. You don't want to spray it on their face, but you want to spray it on a cloth and then wipe around their face and their eyes. That way you can get any fleas that are in that area as well.
So when we have a flea problem inside, the first thing we want to do is thoroughly clean and vacuum and prepare. When you vacuum, you can vacuum up a lot of the eggs and larvae. Important to remember is throw out that bag. Vacuum up, vacuum your cushions, your rug, anywhere where there you have flea problem, and throw that bag away. And then with the treatment, as I mentioned before, you not only have to kill the adults, but you want to treat for the eggs and larvae as well. The go-to treatment for inside the house is a product called Viper, and you're going to take the Viper and you're going to mix it together in the same tank with this what's called IGR, which is an insect growth regulator, and that stops the development of the eggs and larvae. You're going to spray around any infected areas that you have using the Viper together with the IGR. There's also some rug treatments that you can use. There's some carpet products. You can put this out, you leave it for a day, and then vacuum it up. That's also going to take care of business. When you have any pet bedding, that needs to be thoroughly washed. If it's really bad, maybe even toss it out, get some new. But you can also treat the pet bedding with the Viper and the IGR. Just let it dry thoroughly before your animals or yourself touches it. If you have them out in the yard, there's some other products you can use. Sayonara in a hose end sprayer has a long, good residual. That'll be effective in treating it. There's also some granular products that you can apply.
We also have a line of plant-based formulas for somebody who doesn't want to use harsh chemicals on your yard or on your animal itself. They're called Vet's Best. They come in wipes, sprays, yard and kennel sprays as well. Also, very important considerations. Cats are really sensitive to a lot of chemicals that are used to kill fleas. So always be sure that if you have a product that is labeled for cats, to use it on that animal. We do have products here that'll work on cats of various ages and sizes. Also be sure to realize that fleas are always an ongoing problem and they are hard to take care of, and you won't knock them out on the first try. You have to do repeated treatments in order to get a complete control of the situation and problem. Fleas have been around forever. They're here to stay, but we can control them the best we can.